All right, so in order to multiply polynomial terms, you have to multiply your coefficients and multiply the same bases by adding your exponents. So this is using your exponent rules along with the distribution property. All right, so when we're looking at these, this is what we did with our exponent rules. 3 times 5 is 15. X squared times x cubed is x to the 5th. Right, so we remember that. Okay, go do 2 and 3, and then I'll write the answers down. All right, so when we look at number 4, now we are going to distribute, and we're going to use our rules that we learned with exponent properties. So we have 2x times 5x squared. You don't have to write this middle step. This is just sort of what your thought process should be, okay? Oh, sorry, not minus. Times 7x plus 2x times 3. So 2x times 5x squared is 10x to the 3rd. Negative 2x times, or 2x times, is going to be minus 14x squared. And then 2x times 3 is 6x, so plus 6x. So each of your signs needs to stay the same if this is a positive number on the outside. Okay? Okay, go try this next one on your own. All right, that's what you should have gotten for your answer. So, make sure you understand if there's a plus there, I add the numbers in front, but the variable doesn't change. Okay? If I am multiplying, that's when I multiply the numbers here and I do adding my exponents. So make sure that you understand the difference between 6 and 7. Okay? Okay, multiplying binomials. Binomials have 2 terms. You multiply each term of the first parentheses by each term of the second parentheses. So we're using a term that we call the FOIL method. FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, last. So what that means is I take the first 2 terms, multiply x times x, so I get x squared. Then I do the outside terms, so x times 5, so I get plus 5x. Then the inside terms, 3 times x. And then the last term, so 3 times 5, which is 15. When I do this, always check to see if I have like terms that I can combine. So this is x squared plus 8x plus 15. Okay? So let's go try that on the next one. First, x squared, outer, plus 3x, inner, don't forget that that has a negative there, so that's minus 7x. And then last, negative 7 times 3 is negative 21. So this is x squared minus 4x minus 21. So that minus 4x came from combining my like terms. Okay, same thing here. First, 8x squared. Sorry, hold on. I want to do it in the same colors that I've been doing. First, 8x squared, outer, plus 10x, inner, plus 12x, last, plus 15. So I get 8x squared plus 22x plus 15. Okay, I want you to go try the last one on your own and then check to see if you got it right. Okay, I want you to go ahead and go try 12 through 15, and then we'll come back and do 16 and 17 together. All right, so 16, 17 are the same. It's just that we have they're a little bit harder. But so we have x squared times x squared, which is x to the 4th. X squared times 3, so plus 3x squared. 2 times x squared, so plus 2x squared. And 2 times 3 plus 6. So my answer is x to the 4th plus 5x squared plus 6. And then my next one, 3x squared times 4x to the 3rd. That's going to give me 12x to the 5th. 3x squared times 5 is plus 15. X squared. Negative 2 times 4x is minus 8x to the 3rd. And then negative 2 times 5 is minus 10. Now, it doesn't matter. You can leave your answer just like that. A lot of times you will see me write it in order with my exponents going from biggest to smallest. So I usually will rewrite this, but it is not wrong if you leave it that way. That way is perfectly okay. All right. When we have 3 things, or 2 terms times 3 terms, you're going to multiply each of the first set of parentheses to each term in the second set. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this. And you can choose which one's easier. So there's 2 ways to look at this. You have the first one, which is you take the first term and multiply it by the entire second parentheses. And then you take the second term and multiply it by the entire second parentheses. So you get x to the 3rd plus 3x squared plus x plus 2x squared plus 6x plus 2. And then you just have to go combine like terms. So you've got those as like terms and those as like terms. So your answer becomes x to the 3rd plus 5x squared plus 7x plus 2. So that's one way to do it. Another way that some people might find easier is to do what I kind of refer to as the box method. So if you draw a box, 1, 2. So this broke it up into 3 pieces because we have x squared plus 3x minus 2. And then we break this way. This is for 2x minus 3. And inside each box, so the first one, we're going to multiply x squared and 2x to get 2x to the 3rd. Then we're going to multiply 3x times 2x to get 6x squared. And then negative 2 times 2x minus 4x. And then do the same thing down below. So negative 3x squared minus 9x plus 6. And again, now you're going to find your like terms. So we have 6x squared, 3x squared, and then negative 4x and negative 9x. And so whenever I combine my like terms, so It doesn't matter to me which way you use it. Both of those are the exact same thing. It's just visually different. So do it however it makes sense in your head. Okay? Now I want you to go try number 20 on your own. Pause the video, and then you can come back and see if you got it right. So first I multiply that one to everything. So this is 2x to the 4th plus 3x to the 3rd plus 10x squared. Excuse me. And then multiply that one. So plus 2x to the 3rd plus 3x squared plus 10x. And now combine my like terms. So we have 2x to the 4th plus 5x cubed, sorry, not squared, cubed, plus 13x squared plus 10x as my answer.